Hey guys, Moon here, and welcome back to me swimming. Great way to start the episode.
Everything in working order?
Yeah, Vice. I'm good.
Your health is diminished. Do be more careful next time.
Anyway, as I was saying, welcome back to my playthrough of NieR Replicant. A merchant passed through the village today and she just kept pulling out the craziest stuff out of her big bag. She said her name was Accord. Anyway, last time, Emil became this. Don't really know how to describe it other than that. And we freed Kaine from her petrification. And also, I
Little bastards.
never know if I want to,
Haste will only lead you to making an ill-timed mistake. An unstable heart is the worst armor one can have.
No time for that, Vice. Gotta get to Yona.
these guys are a lot stronger than the Shades were before. Anyway, yeah, I was saying, I never know if I want to call this, like, Let's Play NieR Replicant or whatnot, because Let's Play always has, like, a bit of a different connotation to it. Although, I guess this technically is a Let's Play, but whatever. I never know how to start the videos. Got another 100 hit combo. And it died because everyone was just barely out of range. Anyway, yeah. So we are now on our way to the Forest of Myth. And hopefully it's going to be a lot less reading than last time. And I was doing a little bit of thinking, or I've been thinking a lot about this game when I'm not recording, or I mean, obviously I'm thinking about the game while I'm recording, but even outside, I've been thinking a lot about this game, and I've been wondering about something. This could very well be my knowledge from NieR Automata. And how... And like the backstories of several characters from Automata. But something that occurred to me is that the game made a point to point out that Popola and Devila seem to hardly age at all. Like, during the 5 years from Act 1 to Act 2. Like, it just doesn't seem like they've aged that much. Which could be chalked up to the fact that the older you get, the less aging seems to not reveal itself, but the less 5 years tends to look, if that makes sense. Because if you're, 5 years old or something, and then, 10 years on, or 5 years on, you're now 10 years old. There's a bigger difference between, like, 5 and 10 years old. There's a massive difference between 1 year old and 6 years old. But from, like, 25 to 30 or something, the age difference, at least visually, isn't quite as striking. So I like, you know, it could be that. But okay, what am I trying to say? So Emil, right? He said that he barely aged at all, if any. And he was just like, "Oh, I'm just special like that. Don't know why. I just am." And part of me was wondering if Devila and Popola are the same. And I'm wondering if that's because Emil was part of Project Gestalt. And this is where my knowledge from Automata comes in. Because if you watch my wrestling series, you might know that... One second.
The home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
I hear you.
Anyway, so... If you pay attention to my wrestling series, you might realize that Popola and Devila, their tag team is called the Gestalt Sisters because of their backstory in Automata. So clearly, I know that they are somehow connected to Gestalt, to Project Gestalt. Are they weapons from Project Gestalt? Are they like overseers of Project Gestalt? Are they failed experiments? Kind of like Emil?
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, you're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
The key to the Shadow Lord's castle? You're talking crazy talk. Anyway, enough of your madness. Let's talk about my story.
On that very day... Okay, that's rude. Uh-huh. Okay, yep. And what happened? Oh, interesting. No way you said that. Oh, no. Even after... Well, at least they were thorough. Quite. I was gonna say, is it nighttime? But no, this planet is totally locked. So,
Unusual activity here?
there is no nighttime.
But I do have an incredible story for you. Want to hear it?
Sure. It was... However... Meanwhile, my wife was... Ooh, spicy. And the dismembered corpse... Oh, this is... Okay. Not where I thought this story was going. and the real culprit was I missed that part. That's quite the story. Wonder how it's gonna end. I wonder if it's gonna end. Well, I'm impressed. Much as the story has been hidden from us, yet you seem to grasp it. Yeah, but I don't know how it's gonna end. And we'll never know because I am, trying to examine this thing. It's just not letting me.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done. Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
There's a difference between saying something that you want to know and saying the truth about something you want the truth about. Black, pure darkness, painted over everything. Words, scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the light like in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in a voice of wind through the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of a tree as roots and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into world pools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and I loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, had abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tried to reject the black terror that germinates within his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive away the invader. He had long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is a little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the joy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girls will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that he could talk to her. If he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so. But the conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory, carefully stores it within itself. Etch upon its single word. Envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is the beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises. And another. And another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep within the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child only exists in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream. She doesn't know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 33 companions, but most of them are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She doesn't understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already echoing in darkness, or enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She's laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word: loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now have seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree does not feel sadness for this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have a distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could go, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was black, empty. Was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when a young man and his companion entered the room. Well, this is gloomy as hell. The room Moon entered was almost completely empty. As far as all he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, he suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, the villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. This is all that remains. As he stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored him to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look there. A small shadowy presence appeared beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth. Sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating each precious object like a collection of cheap playroom toys. The shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch towards Moon. Without a second thought, he brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree. This is the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no words emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with a great cheer. Focusing all of its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. I implore... It spat out a glimmer of green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy?
You let it slip through.
Come on, we have to go back to that stupid land of words again?
Was it not green? Okay, yeah, okay. It spoke. The shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Moon brushed Vice's comment aside with his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Moon. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against Moon, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursing through its fingers, up to its arm, and out of its entire body. It was emotion, more than the eternity it had felt in centuries, or more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in joy and surprise. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For centuries, the tree had been left alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. Now, powerful emotions begin to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This is more than the simple emotion it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul, and the young man was the key. There was a promise made long ago. This is how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation, but the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beast? Her daughter and 33 friends.
You let it...
Come on, we have to go.
What? Oh my god. Fuck off, game! It was 63, but does it change every time? It was 33 before. It was 33 before. Does it change every single time? I hate that. It was 33. Okay, real time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell out of the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key! Cried the book. Secure the key! The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The word exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. This world is falling apart. How can a word of that... I implore. Most important thing... World... Yona. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the words slowly faded, Mood was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill him without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
Oh, that was annoying. Let's head to the Junk Heap.
Popola said we might be able to find a key fragment in the Junk Heap.
Perhaps we can find a clue at Two Brothers' weaponry.
I didn't think we would get to 2 of these this episode, but we're only what, 20 something minutes in? 25? Right, off to the Junk Heap we go. Why are you Shays having a civil war? Oh, it's a bird. Ow! How dare you? Don't really know what else to talk about, honestly. Because Popola and Devil were like the only things that really came to mind. I'm wondering how many other weapons there are. Because I don't think we are. Because we aged. Although maybe we are. Who knows? I'm assuming Kaine is. It would make a lot of sense for Kaine to be a weapon. Or at least partially. Not that it matters.
Man, there's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh, wow. Check this out. It looks brand new.
Hey, be careful, all right? This place is dangerous.
I'll be fine.
Oh no!
Huh?
Look out!
Huh?
Please tell me they lived.
Huh? Huh? Jacob? Oh God, this can't be happening. Jacob! Jacob! No!
The Junk Heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while.
You're the little one, aren't you? You've grown up.
How fares your brother?
My brother's been dead for 4 years.
Oh, I see. Please forgive the question.
It's okay.
I need to ask you something.
What is it?
You heard any rumors about shades around here? Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and powerful.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy robots. Just rip them up.
Okay. Never mind then. See you later.
Is his arm mechanical? Because that looks like way too skinny to be like
Wait,
an actual forearm.
Yes.
I recently got my hands on a weapon. A very powerful weapon.
Oh yeah, no, his left hand
I
is
thought we might
absolutely
get some use
mechanical.
out of it.
Got the two-handed sword Iron Will.
His sword has seen better days.
Yeah, it's pretty beat up. I mean, there's potential, but it's fairly powerless right now.
Can you repair it?
I can repair anything with the proper materials.
If you'll fix it, I'll get the parts.
I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some memory alloy. Only the real big enemies on the second basement level have them, so watch yourself. Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator.
Got the B2 passcode.
Got it.
Shame it's not 2B.
I'm gonna need some. Only the real.
You got.
By the way, what can I help you with?
What can I strengthen anything? I can strengthen Moonrise. And Transcendence. It's not horrible. Beastlord can also. Broken Saw. Gold Ore. Yep, no, I can do all these. Oh wow, that is. Oh no, that's to level 3. Gold Ore, Complex Machine, Machino. That's not. It's not bad. Moonrise has been upgraded. I need a rusty kitchen knife for Nirvana. These aren't.
Come back.
These aren't bad. Like, they're absolutely doable. I mean, obviously they're doable. This is. It wouldn't be a very good game if upgrading your weapon wasn't at least somewhat feasible. Or if it wasn't doable at all, is what I meant to say. Anything over here? No. Nope. Yeah. I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of important soon? Maybe not soon, but it should become important. Oh, maybe it's a red herring that is also a possibility.
It's a shame about the older lad. He was but a child.
Sounds like you went into a dangerous area for the sake of the business.
Send me down to 2B, please. There was a joke there that I almost said.
The elder brother postponed his joy for the sake of his sibling. Do you think he was ever truly happy?
Just making his little brother happy would have been enough. That's what being an older brother is like.
I mean, that's what being a sibling is like, honestly. Part of being a sibling is just, you know, making sure that the other one isn't gonna try to murder you. Hello. Get blown up, please. You should have got blown up. Yeah, part of being a sibling is being there, you know, whenever. Which, yes, that is an extremely obvious sentence to say, but... You know... Sometimes it's just... Yeah, sometimes that doesn't happen. Which sucks. I have an uncle who... Well, he's really only uncle in blood alone. He used to be like a really close friend of the or not friend of the family, but he used to be really close to the family. But I don't know. Something happened. And now, well, like I said, he's uncle in title only. Not anymore, or not anything more. And honestly, it's to the point where I don't even, like, when I address him, not to his face, but like to other members of my family, or hell, even my friends, I call him by his first name. That's... Is it a respect thing? Maybe. Like, you don't respect me, so I'm not gonna respect you, kind of thing. Potentially. But yeah, it's, it sucks. And my sister and I basically have a pact that we don't do that to each other. Kaine, why are you here? Okay, pact might not be the correct word, but we have it basically an agreement that's like basically promising each other to not completely ostracize ourselves from the family. Because yeah, that's what happened. Like, he just completely shut himself out from the rest of the family. Obtain some memory alloy. Cool. And it sucks too, cause like there is a like I remember a time in my life where he was like a sick ass uncle. Like he was super tight with all of us. He was basically a second dad, and then he essentially abandoned both sides of the family. Both my grandmother and my grandfather, like, he abandoned them both, essentially. Which is, yeah. Not really sure what else to say about that topic without, you know, being hella depressed. But yeah. The only time I really get like an update about what's going on with his life is at Christmas, when I go over to my grandfather's side, and occasionally there's new photos of him and my cousin and my aunt. Occasionally. I don't even know how old. I don't even know how old my cousin is. Because in my brain, he's like 5 years old still, because that was the last time I saw him. That was like... I don't even know. 10 years ago? I keep expecting to hear the amusement park theme from Automata. Every time the music swells, I just expect to hear amusement park, which is a banger of a song. I can't wait to start playing Automata on the channel. That's gonna be fun. Break the box, thank you. Got some more dented metal. I have a feeling that when we get all 5 locks or whatever, yeah, the story is not going to be even close to over. Oh, that was good. That was very good. Yeah, my entire maternal side. I don't know. I don't want to say super maternal, but like my mother's side of the family is very fucked up, to put it in a to put it so eloquently. It is very fucked up. Come on, blow up, blow up. Huh. Either it wasn't long enough, either the blast radius wasn't large enough, or you're immune to explosives. Oh, okay. A bunch of broken batteries. Have a bunch of parts from that. Nice. Severed cables, broken motor. I think that's where we go down. Yes, there's nowhere for us to go over there, so onward. Onto the boss chamber. I swear I've been here before in NieR Automata. This looks like the inside, the interior of the landing port. I think that's what it is. I'm not gonna describe exactly what goes on there. I mean, we'll get to it when I play Automata. But the robot cult. This looks like the escape from the robot cult. Heading up to floor 1. There's a save point, which means a boss fight. Oh! Didn't realize. Guten Tag, wie geht's? I'm gonna be leaving now. Up to the surface. Oh. Well. That was correct.
That's some pretty impressive stuff you found. I'll start upgrading your weapon right away. And since you did me a favor, I won't even charge you for it.
Thank you.
Well, actually, this is gonna take a little more time than I thought.
All right,
No sense
take your
in you
time.
waiting around. I'll send you a letter once it's ready.
That would be great.
In the meantime,
No
can
sense in
I...
That would be...
What can I help you with?
Is there anything I can strengthen? I can strengthen the Nameless Blade. I don't see why not. And that's about it. Okay. We need an elaborate machine for the Fang of the Twins. A lot of iron ore for Kusanagi. A lot of broken antennae for Faith, which... Broken antennae are very easy to get. Broken saw... Okay.
Come back.
It appears we have some free time on our hands.
Maybe Popola's found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by the village.
Very well.
That's what I was planning on doing, so meet you guys back at the village. I'm so tempted. Let's try it. Nope, okay. I think I tried that the last time, actually. I think I tried that the last time, now that I think about it. Oh, that worked. Do you have anything to say?
Help! Help! Oh gods, please help me!
What's wrong?
There's this huge shade near the bridge in the northern plains.
I was just there.
Damn thing nearly killed my wife and daughter.
I'm on it.
It appears and disappears like the wind. You could go days in the northern plains without seeing it. And then, all of a sudden...
Alright. Talking to Popola. Who may or may not be a weapon of mass destruction. Damn it. I was kind of hoping that you could climb that ladder for another way to get up there.
Learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key, Popola?
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that. You remember the Eyrie, right?
Yes, I do.
That depressing shell of a village?
Not so much anymore, it sounds like.
Pray tell. What went on?
I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
My greetings to you and your village. I hope everything is going well. Our village has shut itself away from the world for far too many years, and we have therefore decided it is time for us to change our ways. As part of this endeavor, we have resolved to establish a shop within the village. It is now open for business, and I look forward to seeing many great customers visit from all around the world. With regards to the sacrifice keyword you wrote about, one of our villagers claimed to know the meaning behind the term. You are more than welcome to speak with him on a matter as part of your visit to the area. I hope to hear from you again soon.
Sacrifice? Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
Yes, sir.
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
You're amazing, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too convenient.
Same voice.
I'm afraid Grimoire Weiss is correct.
What do you mean?
The area has been shut off from the world for years.
And now, all of a sudden? Oh, it's
And
convenient.
now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural. And dangerous.
You're overthinking it. Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous. I won't get Yona back by just sitting around and waiting. If there are shades there, I'll just kill him and be done with it.
Oh dear.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
And I will not have an Amazon package for him because, oh, fuck, that sucked. Actually, I want to check out the upper part of this library again. How that part of the ceiling is still standing with that chandelier. That's fairly amazing, because I can just imagine how much weight that is, how much torque that is putting on the beams towards that window over there. And yes, it does have side supports that are supported on either side, so I guess, and it is a bit of a dome shape, so a lot of the forces will be heading down the walls. Huh. Interesting. Would that work in real life?
The area, huh? Alright, let's go see the chief.
And that's what we're going to be doing next time.
What a soul-crushing place.
Yeah, I'm not much of a mechanical or civil engineer, so... or an architect for that matter, so I don't really know too much about if that would still be standing or not. But anyway, that's a thought for another time. Next time, we're going to be heading over to the area and... most likely going to be walking straight into a trap. But, yeah, I mean, we have to do what we have to do. So until then, this is Moon signing out. See ya.